Hey freedom fighters, how's it going? This is Kala here at Students for a Free Tibet International Headquarters, bringing you SFT TV. SFT TV is your source for news, information, updates from SFT HQ right here in New York City. Today is Tuesday, September 25th, 2007, and first things first, the news. This is from Human Rights Watch. Tibetan schoolboys detained as China's crackdown in Tibet worsens. Teenage students held incommunicado for graffiti. September 23rd. The Chinese government should immediately release 7 Tibetan high school students detained on suspicion of writing pro-Tibetan independence slogans on buildings, Human Rights Watch said today. One of the detainees, aged 14, is reported to have been beaten badly during or after the arrest and was bleeding profusely when last seen by relatives. Human Rights Watch said that police detained some 40 students on or around September 7th. The students were alleged to have written slogans calling for the return of the Dalai Lama and Free Tibet the previous day on walls of the village police station and on other walls of the village. Within 48 hours, all but 7 of the students were released from police custody. Police reportedly also questioned school staff about the slogan writing graffiti incident. I know we've talked about this quite a few times here on SFT TV, but we just want to remind folks that the oppression and rampant colonization is still continuing inside Tibet, and we need to step up our efforts this coming year to make sure to shame China and make it too costly for China to continue its occupation of Tibet. So next, this one is Germany's Merkel meets Dalai Lama. This is from Associated Press, Berlin. German Chancellor Angela Merkel welcomed the Dalai Lama for a meeting on Sunday despite opposition from China. After the nearly 1-hour meeting, Merkel shook hands with the exiled Tibetan spiritual leader, who was clad in red robes and smiling, but made no remarks. This meeting marked the 72-year-old Buddhist monk's first reception by a German head of state. Wonderful news from Germany. And next news item. This was a statement sent out by His Holiness the Dalai Lama, and it's in regards to what's going on in Burma. I'm sure many of you have seen the news of hundreds of thousands of monks and ordinary Burmese people rising up against the brutal military regime that has taken over Burma and has imprisoned one of the leaders of the National League for Democracy, Aung San Suu Kyi, and now the people are rising up. And one of the most amazing things is they're rising up non-violently in huge numbers, unprecedented. And mind you, Burma has been ruled with an iron fist for decades, and now the people are rising up, and it's time for us to support. So this is a statement from His Holiness. His Holiness the Dalai Lama conveys his sincere appreciation and admiration to the large number of fellow Buddhist monks for advocating democracy and freedom in Burma. Quote, I fully support their call for freedom and democracy and take this opportunity to appeal to freedom-loving people all over the world to support such nonviolent movements, His Holiness said. His Holiness also said, quote, as a Buddhist monk, I am appealing to the members of the military regime who believe in Buddhism to act in accordance with the sacred Dharma in the spirit of compassion and nonviolence. I pray to the success of this peaceful movement and the early release of fellow Nobel Prize laureate Aung San Suu Kyi, His Holiness further said. Our hearts and our strength goes out to the people of Burma in their struggle for freedom and independence from the brutal military regime that has taken over their country. So we hope folks keep a firm eye on that. Alrighty, so on to some SFT news. Many of you have already received the Action Network message regarding Nangpala Pass, and we just wanted to remind you that we do have these amazing DVDs that was sent to us by Tenzin Dontok and Rabyong from Seattle. It's an amazing documentary about the Nangpala shooting that occurred last year on September 30th. And if you have any questions or would like to show them if you in your community, please do go ahead and email me at Kala, that's Kala, at studentsforafreetibet.org. And also, where to go? We're getting some new hot, sexy merchandise up, and it is BAM! Can you see it? Can you see it? Is it hot? Is it sexy? Oh yeah! Team Tibet jackets, and these are made with stylized patches right here, as you can see. We have Pit and we have Rangzen, and they are sexy! So, you'll be seeing those soon on the SFT website, and yeah. So, thank you so much for tuning in once again to SFT TV, and we hope you will log on, tune in, and rise up with us here tomorrow on SFT TV. And once again, if you have any questions, comments, rants, we'd love to hear people, you know, chapter updates and whatnot. Feel free to email us at tv@studentsforafreetibet. Spread the word, people. Let folks know about SFT TV. Not just because I'm pretty, but because we hope that more folks can get tuned in with what's going on in SFT. Alrighty, folks. Well, thank you so much for watching. Peace and Momo Grease.
No, we gon' get Olympic, tumbling chick, luka chick, ranze rewa chick, ichi chick, nanzo nyamdo zom, nyamdo lega che, kyapa ma cheka le gyap, ranze rewa gyap, pe mi relap, KCS gyap, yeah, nanzo, pe mi